Hey, it's Kathy with Wool Maven, and today's video is going to be a little bit scattered. I've got some interesting experiments that I've been doing to show you. So the first one is, this is a fleece that I got. It's still pretty together. See, that's on the shorter end of things. It's a Lincoln Border Leicester, it's a Lincoln Blueface Leicester Romney cross. And I've been doing a ton of stuff with it. It's really fun. I got it from Circle PR Homestead in Indiana, Pam. And it's a great fleece. I like it. So what I wanted to do was, I thought, how do you know how you want to prep something, right? So how do you know? You've just got to experiment, but what results do you get? So what's the difference on the same fleece, which that's where we're going here, on the same fleece between combed, carded, or, right, what are your options here? So for this fleece, as I mentioned right here, and I should say it's a lamb fleece, here's some of the comb top. And I can pull the little nest apart. Mine tend to be kind of small, but that's how I ended up with it combed, and it's lovely, very smooth, nice to work with. And then what I did was do a few experiments. So this is the one that I knitted off of just the comb top, and then this is the one that I knitted off of the carded prep. And then the third one here, and you'd be like, where's the other prep? Well, interesting you mentioned that. I've always found, especially if you start with so let me back up. This is off of the combing waist. But since the fleece going on the combs was so clean, I thought, gosh, that's not waste. It's not vegetable matter. It's not dirt. It's not like broken off tips or anything. It's just shorter bits and like neps and things. So I took the combing waist, which is just more like seconds, like, and I guess I don't even want to phrase it that way, just the non-premium fiber, and made this. But the interesting part is, so to me, I can tell a big difference between the combed top and the combing waist one. But when you put up the carded prep, this is carded, this is combing waist that was then carded. And then the combed one, it's very, very interesting because I see a huge difference between these two, the combed one and the waist. But when you put the third one, the carded one, in the middle here, not a ton of difference, which I was surprised to see that. I was also surprised, which once again, this is the combing waist, how well it came together, how much useful stuff there was there. And it has a bit more of a rustic look to it. Turn it around. But anyway, I like it. Then the other thing I did with the same fiber is to take a lock and just kind of do like this to a bunch, and then spin it up as is, and then made this little swatch. And if you, hopefully you can see, maybe if I show it more like this, I left the little tails hanging out. So isn't that cute? And you can see most of the yarn is pretty tame, but when I could, I left the little tails hanging out, and it's just really fun. That's awesome. Anyway, so that's my experiment so far with Pam's fleeces. Now, let me show you the other thing I've been working on. This is the other stuff I bought from Pam. Once again, Circle PR Homestead. And this is, let me double check the bag. Lincoln Borderless or Romney. Dyed locks in really lovely, lovely colors. Maybe I'll grab them out of the bag. But huge. She had a variety pack of colors, but I like the really bright stuff. So I've been trying to think of a way to use those because they're so neat. They're so neat. So what I do is take out a lock like this, the best I can, and then I'm dividing it up into more pieces like this. And then for the first project that I decided to do is I made this little hat. And it's pretty crazy. It started out, I was going around the top and thinking, wow, it's just a top down hat. And I thought, wow, there's a ton of color there. So then when I got like past the crown here, these were held in just enough to get the most tail sticking out, or the most tip sticking out actually. Whereas then these stitches, I put 2 or 3 stitches so that you'd get the tip, and then 2 or 3 stitches, and then the tail sticking out. So it's a little bit more of a mild look through there, and then a little bit more crazy along the bottom here too. And it's for my granddaughter. She tends to like a lot of color, so we'll see how that goes. But that's my first project using this, using these really, really awesome locks. They're super fun. And then the white in here is just a tunis that I spun wool in. So anyway, that's what's shaking. And I do have a question for you. If anybody has an idea, let me grab this back. The locks are, once again, this little piece. The locks are beautiful, beautiful color. Really, really nice. But when I pull them apart, can you hear the almost like rip? And then this one actually came apart pretty good. But some of them come apart so that they more like shred the lock. And I like to keep that cute little curly, but I'd like it to be a little bit thinner. So I split it the best I can. And then just kind of try to nicely pull down, but you can see it's starting to kind of undo itself. So then it ends up with like frizzy ends. So if anybody has any suggestions on how to keep this end of the lock looking more like the top end, I don't know if like hair conditioner, I have zero idea. I haven't tried anything. And this one's actually pretty mild. That one's holding together pretty well. Some of them that I have more over on my desk, they've pulled apart pretty far. So when I use them, I really like the cute little lock look. But anyway, so that's what I've been working on lately. And just a short informal video for today. It'll be a pretty fun hat. And once again, if you have any ideas on how to separate out the locks without them kind of frizzing out when I pull them apart, I would really like to know. But that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in learning to spin, I do have a beginning spinner course. Check it out at woolmaven.com. Either way, have a super day and see ya.